What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I was just looking at the Anthony Joshua in training camp for Ruiz. Okay, they showed a short segment on Matchroom Boxing. They were allowed to see a few clips of Anthony Joshua working on some pads, and what I could see is he's grinding. Okay, and I see that they're working on multiple combinations and they're emulating what Ruiz would throw and what type of punches that he will throw in between Joshua's punches. But what I see from this clip are these clips, and that Joshua, for every 4 or 5 that Ruiz is throwing are emulated by the pad man, Joshua is throwing 2 or 3, which is smart. Okay, and they're doing a lot of like close quarters interaction, because it's going to be times in that fight where Ruiz, and that's Ruiz's time to shine, will be inside throwing those type of punches, whether it's uppercuts or he's working the body and a lot of things of that nature. Joshua looks thinner, but he still has that bulk to me. That kind of concerns me, honestly, because it's kind of hard to shred that type of muscle, though. But the upside to that is if he still has the bulk, that means there still is evidence of potential power that he had in the first fight. Let's just hope he has purged the rest of that shit off that he didn't need. Okay, so no, it looks good. It looks good. I see one thing they're working on as a left hook, or like a uppercut that's coming from outfield, followed by a left hook. So a right uppercut, and the right uppercut is almost like a bolo punch. Okay, and they're angling it downward. He's not crouching, which is good. Okay, but he is really looping that uppercut. A bolo style uppercut followed by a left hook. And I think that's one of those punches that could hurt Andy Ruiz, and that's a punch that I think Joshua was looking for in the first fight that he just could not land, which was the right uppercut. That's the Klitschko neck stretcher. Okay, that's what I call it, the Klitschko neck stretcher. And Joshua was looking for that punch and didn't land, but he landed the left hook. And I think he wanted to get a right uppercut in and then the left hook. That's a classic AJ combination there. That will get you out of there. The left hook, I think he did 50% of what he really wanted to do in the third round when he dropped Ruiz. It's just the left hook landed perfect, So it was almost like it was the right uppercut, then the right uppercut was the throwaway punch, and then he catches him with the left hook, but in reality, I think he wants the right uppercut to straighten up Ruiz, then the left uppercut follows. Now, of course, Ruiz, being the fighter and the experience that he has, could always duck up under that punch. He could always dip, and then come up and then throw his own left hook and counter a left hook with a left hook, because a lot of times, that's the punch to counter a hook with, is another hook. Okay, so, but no, it looks good. And something else I might add on, looking at this particular clip, Joshua's grinding, but he's been doing this a long time. He has been since week 2 or 3 after his loss. So this was late June, been in training. So that should tell you something about his dedication and focus at this point. And I think he was trying to get himself together physically back then. Now I think it's more now he's getting himself together mentally. Okay, with the killer mindset and, those comments and bow down at my feet and what so have you. So, it looks good though. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it. It's just like certain clips that they use. And I'm really surprised that, Matchroom Boxing was able to get that much at least. You know what I mean? Because I know everything has really been closed circuit for Joshua. But it's going to be a very intriguing fight. I do have that panel discussion that everybody was talking about on the chat. I will counterpunch that later because that's going to take some time. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think about Anthony Joshua in training camp for Andy Ruiz rematch. I will leave the link below. Let you guys check it out. It's only a less than 2 minutes. So, but you will be impressed with what you see, I'm assuming. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think. Please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunched. Peace.